alongside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UAB Blazers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UAB Blazers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Dumps it off in the flats. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Back to pass. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief, first drive, and you force a turnover. This team is now going to have some juice, some momentum, some energy, and if they're going to pull the upset, that's exactly what they need.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air. It's Dickey. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and a play, it's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And the Blazers can really attack on this second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
wants to pass. They're working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Blazers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat-on-hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run, physicality, now it opens up everything else. And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Touchdown, UAB. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Handoff from the gun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Sticky. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Blazers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one.
And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
1st and goal.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. To the air, it's Sticky. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the 1st time tonight. He gets the 1st one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before. The Blazers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking downfield, it's Dickey. Grabbed in the middle, it's Edwards. Really nice pickup there as they... Alabama comes to the line on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Run it with the fullback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. To pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
And the Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. Is working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the big fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. Turning it on. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Sticks it in his belly. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Blazers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Blazers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The big fullback's got it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Fullback's got it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. Gets it out quickly. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops and just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
A nice touchdown. Continuing to fight. Continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they